everyone, welcome back. Today's presentation is about pimples. We are going to talk about pimples and we are going to look at the causes, the diagnosis, the treatment, how to manage pimples, and some home remedies for pimples. So this will be our presentation outline. Overview, causes, diagnosis, treatment, managing pimples, and also some home remedies. Overview. So we say pimples are a common skin condition caused by clogged or inflamed oil glands or an increased presence of pimple-causing bacteria on your skin. And these pimples may be inflamed or discolored. They are commonly found on face, the chest, shoulders, and upper back. And they are typically seen or they typically affect teenagers, that's adolescents, and young adults who are undergoing hormonal changes. So now let's look at what causes a pimple to form. That's causes of pimple. And you can see when pores become clogged, sebum on their skin, that is when pimples appear. And this can result in infection and inflammation. But then, from literature, it's unclear why some people are affected more than others. So when skin is irritated by the items it comes into touch with, pimples form. When most people think of pimples, they think of acne. Sebaceous glands, that's oil glands, can be found all throughout your body. And pimples are caused by clogs or irritation in the sebaceous glands. Clogs and inflammation can occur as a result of increased sebum, that is the oily material produced by the sebaceous gland. Also, abnormal formation of keratin. Keratin is the protein that helps make our hair, our skin, and our nails. Also, increased presence of bacteria on your skin can cause pimples. When sebum and dead skin cells build up and plug a pore, it supports the growth of bacteria that cause these pimples, such as P. acnes, that's Propionibacterium acnes, which is a slow-growing bacterium linked to what we are discussing. So this P. acnes is found on our skin in a harmless state, but when the conditions are right or when it meets the right conditions, it can multiply quickly and become a problem. This slow-growing bacteria feeds on sebum and creates an immune response-inducing chemical. So inflammation and patches appear on the skin as a result of this. Pimples are not communicable, despite the fact that they are caused by a bacterial infection. That the pimples cannot be passed from one person to another. Also, pimples can be caused by yeast infections. So when a Pityrosporum yeast enters the hair follicles and grows, it causes an unpleasant eruption of tiny, irritating spherical pimples that look like acne. It is most common on the upper chest, shoulders, and upper back, but then it can also occur on the face. Most people have yeast on their skin, but if there is too much of it, it can be problematic. It can affect both young and middle-aged men and women. Humid, sweaty settings, synthetic fiber clothing, and the use of greasy skin creams can all exacerbate the problem. Adolescents are more prone to this disorder, which is caused by increased sebaceous gland activity. And also, another thing that can cause pimple is testosterone sensitivity. So pimple breakouts have been linked to increased levels of the hormone testosterone and other androgens, that the male hormones that are also present in females at lower levels. Higher testosterone levels appear to increase sebaceous gland activity, resulting in clogged pores and an increased risk of pimple. Another cause is dietary factor. Although the significance of nutrition in pimple is unknown, several dietary components may influence the likelihood of developing a pimple, because a healthy, balanced diet is known to produce excellent health. Vitamins A, D, and E are all known to aid in the maintenance of good skin, so it's likely that getting enough of them can help avoid pimple. Pimple has also been linked to milk consumption. If milk plays a role, it could be because of the hormones included in milk. However, the results are inconclusive. Although it has long been assumed that sugar and chocolates can also cause pimple, research has found that this is not the case. So, diagnosis. How do we diagnose pimples? So, how are pimples diagnosed? Pimples are easy to notice, therefore, you don't need a doctor to diagnose them. During a skin exam, though, your healthcare provider can diagnose pimples. They may inquire as to whether you are under a lot of stress or if you have a family history of pimples, both of which are risk factors. Your healthcare professional may inquire about your menstrual cycles if you menstruate, as pimple breakouts and menstrual cycles are sometimes linked. Sudden severe pimple eruptions in adults aged 50 and above might occasionally indicate the presence of some underlying condition that necessitates medical treatment. If you have severe pimples, you have to see a dermatologist for treatment. So let's move on to treatment. How do we treat pimples? A proper skincare program can help most people reduce the occurrence of pimples. A pimple, on the other hand, can take anywhere from, let's say, 6 to 8 weeks to completely heal. So the following items should be included in a pimple skincare routine. That's morning and evening washing. So you wash the skin with warm, not hot water, and also a gentle cleanser. You also try to minimize oil and buildup of dead skin cells in the pores. Use a treatment containing benzoyl peroxide or salicylic acid. Using a mild moisturizer to alleviate any dryness that may have occurred as a result of pimple treatment. Exfoliating using a gentle scrub once or twice a week to prevent dead cells from accumulating. Avoid squeezing or popping pimples because this can introduce bacteria into the skin and cause scarring. So, how should one manage pimples? If you have pimples, be cautious about how you treat them to avoid inflammation. This can be accomplished by 1. Avoid picking or rubbing your pimples. While shaving, be cautious around your pimples. Cleaning objects that come into contact with your face on a regular basis, such as your cell phone, your sports helmet, sunglasses, clothing, and pillowcases. So you have to make sure you always clean such items. So this is a question. You say, should I squeeze or pop my pimples? Should one squeeze or pop his or her pimples? It's tremendously tempting, in fact, very tempting and satisfying to pop pimples. However, you should avoid squeezing or popping your pimples. Squeezing pimples can lead to a variety of issues, including bacteria are introduced into the pimple opening, and infections can be caused by bacteria. Also, your skin is irritated. Your nails are significantly stronger than your skin, and your skin is sensitive. You can induce inflammation by using your nails to put a lot of pressure to your skin to pop and pimple. Blemish extractors, that pimple poppers, can potentially harm your skin. These tools should only be used by a healthcare physician, medical personnel, or dermatologist. Your skin will be scarred. That's if you apply too much pressure, you risk drawing blood and damaging your skin. It's possible that you won't be able to extract pimples that are deep in your skin. So let's look at some home remedies, what we can do in the house to prevent or to fight pimples. So home remedies for pimples. Now several home remedies can aid in the treatment of pimples. How most home remedies are safe for most people? It's a good idea to see your doctor before attempting any of the following cures. There's a chance you have an allergic reaction. Now some home remedies include the following. First one is tea tree oil. Tea tree oil has the ability to inhibit or prevent the growth of microorganisms. So use a cotton applicator to apply a small amount of tea tree oil to your pimples. The next home remedy is sugar or salt scrubs. Sugar and salt scrubs remove dead skin cells from the surface of your skin by scratching them away. Wet your face, apply a salt or sugar scrub on your pimples, and massage your skin for up to 30 seconds in small circular strokes. When you are done, rinse your face with water. Also, green tea. Green tea leaves, when wet, can aid in the reduction of oil production in the skin. Green tea is also an antioxidant as well. So mix dry green tea leaves with water and massage the wet leaves into your skin for up to 30 seconds in tiny circular motions. When you are done, rinse your face with water. Also, warm compress. Warm compresses boost blood flow to pimples, causing them to heal more quickly. So soak a clean washcloth or small towel in hot water. That's about 95 degrees Fahrenheit or 35 degrees Celsius, and apply it to your pimples. Apply the warm compress 3 to 4 times a day on your pimples. Also, ice. Ice can lower the quantity of blood flowing to your pimples, reducing inflammation and agony. For at least 10 minutes, apply an ice cube or an ice pack wrapped in a light cloth to your pimples. 2 to 3 times a day, apply ice to your pimples. So we've come to the end of today's lecture. Thanks for your audience, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. But then don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos, in fact educative ones. Also leave all your comments in the comment section. Like and also share this video so others can also see it. Also don't forget to strike the bell so that you will immediately be notified when I upload any new video. Thank you and have a nice day.